Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm here to share another episode of Quackademics with you today. And today I am featuring a poetry book because if you were not aware, April is actually National Poetry Month. So I thought it would be appropriate to pull a poetry book that I'm a big fan of and share it with you all. So this book is called You Read to Me, I'll Read to You by Ann Hoberman, illustrated by Michael Emberley. So before we take a closer look at that book, let's go ahead and take a look at the ducky. So here's the ducky that I paired it with. This is my reader ducky. Since reading is in the title of the book, I thought it would be appropriate to pull this ducky who is busy reading a book. So this ducky's going to hang out right over here, and let's take a closer look at our book. So again, You Read to Me, I'll Read to You by Ann Hoberman, and it does say here that they are very short stories to read together. So let's take a look at the back. It says, here's a book with something new. You read to me, I'll read to you. We'll read each page to one another. You'll read one side, I the other. But who will read? Now guess this riddle, when the words are in the middle. The answer's easy, plain as pie. We'll read together, you and I. And you can see there are other books in the series that all follow the same format. So let's take a closer look here. And we're going to flip over to the inside little title page here. And let's take a look over here. We can see the year that it was copyrighted was 2001. So that is the year that this book was released. And we have a little author's note page. And then let's take a look at a couple other pages here. So here's an example of the introduction. So the way this book works is that obviously, like it said, when you see the different colors, it indicates one person reads or the other person reads or they read them together. So this is kind of a fun book if you're interested in something like reader's theater or something like that with getting, students to practice reading out loud or reading like a script. It's kind of fun. So here's an example of one called The Two Mice. And you can see the two different voices and the two colors, and then the blue in the middle would represent what they read together. And then we'll take a look at one more here. How about also The Big Cat? So here's another example of the format that all of these books follow. So again, really great as an introduction to poetry. And of course, there are so many great poetry books. I couldn't pick just one really to show you. This was just one that I thought would be good to start with, but there are so many to enjoy. So be sure to check out some poetry books this month. And that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next time.